So hey everybody, this is Pastor John, and this is our youth group YouTube page. And you may notice again, I'm not in front of the kids speaking, and I am driving to work this morning. And I had a thought. We had a Connect night last night, and I wanted to talk about how we can share just showing our love and graciousness to others, and how there's something I do whenever I go to an event and I'm not saying one of these events like a conference where you're paying big bucks, but we went to a place called All Star Sports last night. It's a great place. It has video games, and it has go-karts, and it has like that. And we call those nights when we do that a Connect night. And so our youth group had a Connect night, and I have a tendency to buy about 1 or 2 extra tickets whenever I do these events. And it all started simply by accident. I was, one time I led a preteen group, which is like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, and we went to an amusement park. And we sold tickets, and now amusement park tickets are pretty expensive, and I was planning the trip, got numbers, all that before we took off. So the day we were going to take off, I get a phone call from one of the moms of one of my students that was supposed to go, and he was very sick and couldn't go. So I had an extra ticket on hand. We bought them, they shipped them to us, so we had the ticket in hand. And now I'm sitting on this ticket and didn't know what to do with it. So when we got up to the amusement park, happened to be in Kansas City, called Worlds of Fun. And so we were standing there, and I was paying, and I was watching a young family, had a mom, dad, and 2 young kids, and they were sitting there shuffling through their wallet to obviously go up and pay. And I went to our group and I said, hey, we got this extra ticket. Would you guys be angry if I was to give this ticket away, if I was to bless somebody with this ticket? And of course, the youth, the kids all, yeah, it was unanimous. They wanted to do this. They thought it would be cool. And so I went up to the family, and I explained what was going on, why we had this extra ticket, and we wanted to bless their family. And the reaction, I thought it was going to be just a, hey, great, this is awesome, thank you for that. The woman broke down in tears and just gave me the biggest hug, and then said to me, you do not understand how much this is a blessing to us. We have been saving. We promised our kids that we would take them to Worlds of Fun, and we have been saving, and we just have enough to get us into the park. We don't have enough to, like, if we wanted a drink or anything like that, to do anything. And this you giving us this ticket is really a blessing for us. It really helps us. And from that day on, I kind of said, how is a way when we're blessed, right? We're blessed. We were able to go to these things and events, and there are people out there that don't get the opportunity or struggle with finances, and can't go very often, or have to do with a little less than what they had planned for that day. So every time I do an event, now, like I said, I'm not talking about these really high dollar things like going to camp or something like that, but I will buy a couple extra tickets. Well, last night for our event, we had some students that said they were going to go, and I bought we all of a sudden started getting students to come on board, and I had bought 5 extra tickets last night. And so all the students that kind of contacted me and to tell me that they were going to come, I was down to 2 extra tickets. So I kind of knew that was going to happen. This kind of happens when you do youth and kids events, especially when you're planning on something that's local. All of a sudden they want to bring a friend, and that happens. So we get to the location, All Star Sports, and this family comes up, and one of the kids is part of our youth group, but they had a sister and a mom. And so we were able to bless them in order to go and do this. So it's just a way. If you see a need and you have the ability to help somebody in that situation, I'm saying, hey, why not? So if you're a youth leader or a ministry leader, I would suggest maybe looking into, I know church finances, especially now, are really tight, and it may not be something you could do, but man, it goes a long way to, and the location of All Star Sports is nowhere near our church, to be honest. It's really not close. But listen, it goes a long way to the kingdom when you bless somebody some way, somehow. You know, maybe it's a bagged lunch for the homeless, or maybe it's being able to give a ticket for a child to just have fun at a place that it has go-karts and games. It's just a really cool way to help others. So ministry leaders, this is some, and man, I tell you, every time I do this, it is just an absolute blessing to me. It really absolutely makes me feel great in that I'm helping somebody, and even if it's in a small way. So guys, if you get the opportunity to serve the Lord in a ministry, or if you're a youth and you have the opportunity to share something with somebody else and you see a need, what I would say is, hey, don't hesitate and fill that need. Try to help somebody out. So guys, I know this is kind of an impromptu. I'm on my way to work, driving in, and this just was, I was overjoyed last night at how the reaction I got last night. I just wanted to share that with you guys, since we're not really doing a lesson for this week, since the Connect night. So guys, we'll be back at it next week. We're going to start a series called Alpha, and you're going to get to see videos actually of this Alpha training that our kids are going to do. It's a discipleship program, and I really hope you guys will share these videos with others. And so, hey, time, money, just going out and blessing people. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be tickets. If you can give somebody your time, your patience, a smile, these are just little things that can help just enhance the world and show that there is a godly presence in you to share with others. So guys, I'm gonna keep on driving, going into work, and you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.